Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope everybody is really doing well. And it's 21st of Feb, and so Monday we did got some sort of a very good reversal from the bottom, and as Bitcoin is above 96.7, I was very vocal about it. I was very confident that once it flips 96.7, we might get a very good opportunity to long. But currently we are at resistance, as you can see on the total crypto market cap. So before we deep dive into the analysis, guys, sorry, actually, the stream got so much delayed because I was setting up my new, mini PC. Bought, a mini PC by GMK Tech. So far, it's very good actually. So a lot of transfers, and from the old desktop, a lot of data and everything I was transferring, was testing up a lot of things, and set it up the whole OBS. I thought that it will just probably copy paste kind of thing, but no, I have to set it up every damn thing from the beginning actually. But now it's good. So I hope you guys are able to hear it properly, as well as now the stream should not break. The previous quality of the desktop was not good. I think this one is really nice. It goes up to like 5 gigahertz. The speed is amazing. The CPU is amazing. The GPU is amazing. So I think it should not be a problem. So are you able to hear me properly, and also able to see the screen? Are you guys able to hear me as well as see the screen, guys? Please confirm. Everyone? Perfect. Well, guys, this is a true crypto market cap. First of all, let's go to the USD DOM. So this harmonic played out. I was expecting a slight push up to 4.73%, the 702 Fib, but I think this harmonic is doing a really good job with the shark. The shark is literally played out, and now that we are at a very, very critical stage for the market, we are literally it's like a breaking down. So this is a very good sign for the market. And also, as I mentioned, once we start going back under 4.46%, that would be the strong confirmation that the market is likely going to reverse. But now we are finding some local support, so I'm expecting a pullback probably tomorrow or over the weekend. This sort of a pullback, and after that pullback is likely going to be very good, very, very, very good dip to buy, and I'm expecting USD dominance to do something like this. Honestly speaking, this whole wave count, I don't have clarity as to what kind of a wave count is, honestly. But what I can see so far is I'm just playing the trend, and the trend is your friend. So far we have swept the highs. All the liquidity has been grabbed basically. So this is grabbed as well, and we don't have much of a liquidity on an upside on the USD DOM. So most likely the best case scenario is that we are dropping back down. And if you look at the forward time frame as well, even the RSI confirms that we are likely going to see a down towards 30, maybe even under that. So I think the dips will come for sure, and even if it might not come, this is more likely going to buy the market with a very tight stop loss. And this is what the USD dominance looks like. Looking to the total crypto market cap is literally on the verge of a breaking out. And once it breaks out, so honestly, I was out of the market over here. I did not bought any dip. The reason being, as I was very vocal about it, as and I will stick with my plan. Basically, I'm not worried about this move. No, this is like 4 to 5% move. I'm not worried about that. But what I want is, if this breakout is real, I'm gonna play this. This is how I play, the perfect risk reward, and this is going to be 3-hour setup. Because if I would have longed here like this, many people might did, the risk reward would still be like 1 hour so far, and it would be like 2.8 hour. So right now I'm not worried about the 1 hour that I lost, but I'm more interested in making 3 hour to 4 hour gains. It can be even probably as we are approaching the the February ending, there is a likelihood that we might even go for a Feb open retest. So the Feb open retest on the total crypto market cap, I'm just gonna put that numbers over here because I don't have that number at the moment. So here it is, 3.45 trillion. So we might just go for a revisit of those numbers if this breakout is genuine. I mean, if it really breaks out. So this is where you get a 5-hour setup practically, and this is going to be a very very high quality trade, basically high probable trade, and this is going to be fantastic. If you look at the total crypto market cap is yet to form any sort of bear divergence so far, but the trend is looking good. I mean, the RSI looks great as well. And if you look at the 4-hour EMAs, we are literally currently flipping the EMA 100, the green line. Last time we rejected, previously also we rejected. So this is for like the third time the EMA 100 is being tested. And if we do happen to flip it, well, from the theoretical perspective, we have already flipped with the 2 consecutive closes above, as you can see. 1, 2. So 2 candles is already about to close in my view. And I do think that this candle will close as well. We still have 3 hours, 38 minutes left. So if we are able to close this, this can be a very good sign, probably an indication that the market is likely going to reverse, basically. So I would like to play this setup instead of playing from the lows, basically. So this is what the 8.4% move to the February opens. I'm just gonna name it Feb opens. Okay. So this is where I would like to play, basically. So just gonna wait for like this daily close. In next 3 or 37 minutes, we'll confirm that if this breakout is real, if this is like a fake out. So we'll see. But overall, I think I don't have a wave count. Honestly speaking, I tried to do a wave count from a perspective that, let's say this is your lows and this is some sort of a range, basically. So what you really want to see is, we have seen this sort of a dump previously as well. Whenever we have seen this sort of a dump, as you can see here, the market normally goes for a double top, and then we revisit it, like double bottom sort of a thing, and then we go for a major move. If we have to repeat these similar sort of a thing, normally even if let's say we bounce from here, we go for a retest. So let's say if BTC really wants to, or total crypto market cap really wants to go for a double top, what it really wants is a wave 2. So if this is like a wave 1, let's say if we do happen to reject, then the wave 2 would be like this. We go for a wave 2 like this, can even go for like $3 trillion, and then go for another breakout, and we push up like this towards 3.36, and might not go for 3.45, but something like this. And then we look for more the downside with the March beginning, and then the blood moon. Everybody, I think I'm seeing a lot of tweets about the blood moon, that now everybody seems to like experts about the blood moon, and they want some sort of a bloodbath on the market. So I don't know what's going to be happening, because if everybody expects the same thing, very less likely it's going to play out. Now, doesn't mean that the market makers are going to change things or the cycles are going to change. Of course, it's never going to change, but it's just that we might go for a fake out. The fake out can be for the market makers, basically. The fake out can be like this. We simply go up like here to 3.45, 3.46 trillion, and then probably it'll do something like this for like a blood moon. This can be a very clean ABC. But then the wave count won't be the same. It will be slightly changed for the overall crypto market cap. So the total crypto market cap for now looks bullish, and it's about to break out. And as you can see, we are already breaking out. So once it confirms, I'll give you the long on a retest, and the stop loss will be here, and it's going to be like a 4.8 to 5 hour setup. If not 4 hour, we're just going to make minimum 3 hour gains, guys, minimum. So that is going to be a very good swing in my view. Similarly, for total crypto market cap, we are forming like a triangle formation. So what does a triangle mean? Triangle means that if this is the move that we are having right now, total 2 is all the crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin. It includes everything, Ethereum and all the shit coins. So this was some sort of a wave 1 or wave A, B, C, D, E, wave B, and we push up like this. A very similar move happens for like total crypto market cap goes for like some sort of a breakout move and retesting this trend line. This trend line is very, very important in my view. So most likely 1.4 trillion is very, very possible. Now, once we break out, if this triangle plays out, so it's going to be like 14% move versus 8% move on the Bitcoin. Basically, this means that the Ethereum and altcoins are going to outperform. Many else will go do good as well. So this triangle is very, very optimistic and very, very likely. So in my view, altcoins and other crypto, basically altcoins and Ethereum are more favorable at this point than BTC at this point. So altcoins and Ethereum looks more favorable basically in my view. They can make you 10% to 15%. Many altcoins can even make you 40-50% gains as well. For example, Tau is really looking great and bullish in my view. It has literally formed 1-2-1-2 formation. So it's looking very, very bullish. Even Litecoin is looking bullish to me now. So the dips will be for buying. So I'll just come back to Litecoin and Tau as well, Aave as well. And we'll check Solana as well for sure. Solana missed my bets well. $5, 155 is where the huge liquidity pool was, and I'm damn sure it will go to 155. But I'm not sure if it's going to go from here or probably it's going to go from 240 now. We'll see. But for now, this is the 2 is now confirming the triangle, a very probable triangle for the market. Basically, this is amazing in my view. Similarly, total 3 is not forming a triangle, but this is more bullish. Total 3 is forming some sort of a irregular expanded flat. Now, this irregular expanded flat I have seen many of times. So when we go for a massive dump, we try to, people would want. Honestly speaking, people would want ABC to retest like 786 Fibonacci levels, which will be somewhere around 800 billion. But then we normally go for ABC. Now, a very similar ABC we have seen on Bitcoin and Ethereum previously, like, previous bull run in 2020, 2021. So this sort of things we have seen previously. So, and even over here, we have seen, you see ABC. So it's like a very similar, you got a massive dump, A, B, C, B, and then you get a impulsive move like this. So, these sort of things we have seen in the past as well. So I do believe, there's a possibility that if we get wave 2 like this, we got a wave 1, wave 2. Okay. So you get a wave 2, probably to 873, 872 billion. I'm going to buy heavy on altcoins as well as Ethereum, basically. And I do think meme coins is likely going to see some nice bounce across the board. So this is going to be very interesting ABC in my view. I'm bullish. The invalidation is very clear. 864 billion is going to be invalidation. And if you don't want to wait for this wave 2, probably if you really want to buy something, you can buy as well. But I think it's better to wait for it. I mean, just like a 5% more on the downside, not much. And the upside would be around the Fibonacci levels. Let's see. What did we see? 1:1 extension previously? Yeah. So right now also we can expect a minimum 1:1 extension. And in case if, the blood moons pumps up, then there's a different story. So yeah. At least $1 trillion levels, which is roughly around 15 to 16% move, 2.9R. And if you can DCA basically. So you can buy some market. It will be very like FOMOing, and you can DCA over here as well around these levels. And this is going to be your stop loss. And the DCA can make you 6R or 5.6R, and you can just keep on DCAing, bidding. So this is a very good chart for total 3. The invalidation level is clear, 854 billion. Other crypto market cap, it's a very similar chart as to what we have for total 2 and total 3, basically a triangle formation. So you have wave A, wave B, wave C, and right now we are doing wave D, and there will be wave E formation like this, and we break out, we go for up like this. So it can push up like this as well. The whole dump can be recovered easily, if we break out. So there are 2 ways of playing this whole other crypto market cap. Either you wait for the breakout of 276.9 billion basically, or you simply bid the wave E over here. So we are going to bid wave E It's going to be slightly risky, so we will go with low risk. Basically, let's say if your capital is $1,000, for example, so we will just probably risk $100 over here, 10% of the portfolio. And once it confirms that we are reversing and we are about to break out like this, something like this, so what we are going to do is, because the risk reward is amazing over here, so we will just probably DCA. So over here, with our stop slightly under the wavy, so we're gonna move the previous stops over here in profits, and we're gonna let it right. So we will DCA with for another 2.8 to 3 hour setup. Of course, the target would be 1:1 extension again, and the similar target is to what we have for total 3 actually. So this will be the target, 1:1 extension, $329 billion. Might even probably front run. Basically, we can even go start reversing from $315 billion because we have a resistance over here, as you can see. $312 billion. We have a strong resistance as well. But still, even $312 billion is going to give us, let's say, let's be very, very, very safer side. So this is where the resistance is. So this is going to be 3 hour, and this is going to be 5.5. So we can make 8 to 9 hour setup, or 8 to 9 hour gains with this whole move. This is how you can play, the two ways of playing. Probably how I would play, as I mentioned, total 3. I'm gonna probably look for the wave 2. If not, I'm just simply gonna buy some alts, like for example, the alts in my view looks great for like Tau, LTC, Aave, Solana. These alts look really, really good. So as why I'm buying Solana is not bullish, but it's just that it has dumped a lot, so practically it makes sense for us to add some bag on spots. Similarly, Ethereum also you should be buying it, but I do have a bearish case for the overall crypto market. That's going to be bear case. So this is the bull case scenario. The bear case scenario would be that this is some sort of A, B, and C. So that's like, this is your top, and this was your wave 1, A, B, C, wave 2. We go up here, and this is going to be like this. This is going to be the bear case scenario. And hence, that's the reason I'm saying that initially we will go with the low risk. So you want to bid, you bid small position. You go with this low risk, and once this total crypto market cap confirms a breakout, a real concrete breakout in next 3 hours 27 minutes, you can slowly gradually increase your risk. That's what you should do, basically, for the total 3. And I think this is the best way to play this, because there's a lot of choppiness that have happened in this market since we topped out on 14th of Feb till 14th of Feb till 18th of Feb. This 4 days were so chopped up. Every move was just dumping, pump dump. So now I think even if we are impulsing, you still have to be very cautious, because if you look at the 4 hours RSI, even though it has flipped the RSI based MA as well as above 50, but if you can look at this Luxalgo AI super trend, the AI super trend is still bearish. I mean, because this whole consensus is negative. So you really want to be bullish, you need to go above this 0. So you want to be bullish, if line goes up like this, the things are bullish. But so far the pump is telling us that this can be the sign of a bearish retest. I mean, this is like a bear rally. This is some sort of a bear rally, and hence the consensus is still bearish. It has not turned bullish. So as a trader, we have these two scenarios over here. We are at a low LTF resistance. As you can see on the total 3 crypto market cap, this is where your resistance is, around 903 billion. Total crypto market cap also is resistance, so you should be very careful in new longs. And others is above the resistance. Others resistance is around 277 points, so another 5 to 6 billion up is what the others resistance is at the moment. Okay, so this is what we have. Bitcoin, guys, somehow I think Bitcoin missed my limits. Previous week equilibrium is what I was bidding, 96.2, 96.3. And if you remember, I gave the limit as well, and it just simply pumped up like this. And I do think that BTC is going to take the previous week highs. It's going to do something like this. And then probably once this liquidity is taken care of, we will see some major pullback. the pullback, as I mentioned, would be somewhere like the previous month very, very low, or around the previous week equilibrium. My only worry to this whole scenario being very, very bullish, the only worry that I have is, I don't know what wave count is this, but this was A, B, C, and again, this is some sort of A, B, and C. So this is tricky. I mean, this is a very, very corrective move. So this can be A, this can be B, or this can be W, this can be X, and this is another A, B, and we are doing wave C. So WXY, even this is a possibility. This might be the top. Probably I'm looking to short it, play some scalps. So, it's going to be slightly risky, but I'm going to short it with 0.5% risk. I'm just going to short it around 98,911. That's what I'm going to do. And my stop loss would be around 99,555. And my take profit targets would be at least the 3-hour setup. At least 3 hours is what I would aim. So, or maybe even 4-hour would be nice. Around the weekly opens would be nice, anywhere. So we can make 2% gains target, basically. So I'm going to play this with a 0.5% risk on this scalp, with a DGen account. That's what I'm going to do. This short trade. And I'm going to publish it as well, don't worry. But overall, if you look at it from the Bitcoin perspective, this was the trade I gave, 96.2 and so damn front running by like, I was expecting it to retest this POC, but it just front run. But that's okay now. I'll be looking for the new trades and setup. We did try and tested the 786 wave, but I do think that, overall from the BTC perspective, it's hard to say that what it wants. I mean, because we have this bearish harmonic and it's not invalidated. This harmonic is still valid. This is a shark, basically. This is a very solid shark. And this harmonic is so valid. I don't know how this is all going to play out. But what I know is this is some sort of A, this is B, and this was C. So this is some sort of a, ABC. It can be W or can be the bottom. I mean, this might be the bottom as well. And this is wave 1. So the zigzag, this can be W, this is X, and this may be Y. The bottom might be in, and the bull case scenario I'm talking about. We go for a wave 2 like this, wave 3, blast off. We go for the new all-time highs for Bitcoin around 114, 120. This is what BTC does normally when we go for a big breakout. I mean, just look at here on the hourly time frame, the PSY. The PSY is where the things needs to be very, very interesting. This is a strong resistance we have. So you really want to be bullish. We need to be flipping 99.7. So once you flip it, you don't really look for any shorts. You simply look for longs. That's it. Your mindset should not be, you should not have any PTSD that, it's a bear. No, you simply look for the levels. Once this level is flip, it's khalas. Things is just going to go wild. We're going to make new all-time highs. So you might miss this 5 to 6% move, but with this, you can really make a lot of money. Basically around 14-50% move, the 5-hour gains. This is going to be very, very interesting. And you can have this minimum target, let's say not 5 hours, so at least you can make 4-hour setup. Once this red line or this resistance is flipped into support, basically this is the very, very, very big levels for Bitcoin. Like 99.7 is now acting as a very, very strong levels. If you look at the FPVR, fixed profile volume range, and take it from the lows over here, you can take it from PSY as well, but I normally like to take it from lows. Your value area high of this overall range is around 101.8, and your POC of the overall range is around 96.9. So practically we accumulated at the range, the overall range, and I do think that we are likely going to test these levels if at all we are bullish and we want to continue upside. So this support is where we need to hold now. We need to really, really hold, a 95.3 for BTC. 95.3 is absolutely the invalidation. Even if we go, let's say the hard invalidation with 95k, if we go on a 95k class, that's a very hard invalidation. Things are going to be bearish. So 95k is what you don't want the price for BTC to go under, So if you're bullish, this is how it should go. So for now, don't FOMO. We are at resistance, plus minus probably like $1,000 buck move is still pending, but we are still at resistance, so wait for it. Ethereum, guys, we had a 3-tap, 3-drive, you can say, but the 3-drive is can be some sort of a like this. This is a 3-drive, and this can be very nice. And we got a sharp move on the downside, so we are likely doing ABC. If you do happen to reject here, we will do like this ABC, and like just we go for the liquidity, and this is where I would look to buy up like this. However, if it goes for irregular expanded flat, meaning we go up one more time like this, we go to 2780, and then we can go like this. So this can be great, because it would mean that this is ABC and the dips are for buying. Basically, this low would be safe. We will reclaim like this. We will long here, stop loss here, and we are going to ride it. Overall, for Ethereum, things are still looking positive, and I'm expecting it to go to $3,000, not 3,000, then 2,992. So this can be the bull case scenario for ETH. The worst case scenario would be, we start losing 2,701 again, and then we look for the short opportunity like one more time to $2,500 to take the liquidity from everywhere, and like this, and then we go up like this. So eventually, whether you like it or not, we are pumping up to $3,000, because if you look at the Ethereum 1 CME futures, I've already posted this chart. CME futures is clearly telling you that in coming days, Ethereum is going to fill this whole gap, and we will see $3,400 to $3,600 minimum you will see. And I can give you in writing if you want. See, we had a push up like this, like a double bottom, and then we dump like a double bottom, then we had double top, and then we accumulated under the CME gap. So this is where the CME gap was. This was the whole gap previously in August. And what did we do? We out of nowhere accumulated under, and then we started pumping up. This is what we did. So I do think this is how we may do. We go for a push up like this, we reject, come back down, double bottom in the March probably, and again we accumulate here, we break out like this, and we go up to $3,600 to $3,800 minimum, because I see that Ethereum move clearly is some sort of A, B, or maybe W, X, and Y. Clearly WXY, 3 moves. This is like a perfect double top. A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. Clearly, this is what a very clear move for ETH, basically. So, you can consider this move is like a premium zone, and you can consider the lower bottom is like a discount zone. Whenever the price goes near to these levels of $2,100 to $2,200, you don't waste time. You don't wait for very, very close or accurate bottom. You simply buy. People are going to offload here. People are going to buy here. This is like a range formation that's going to happen in the next few days, and I still expect this to happen probably. At least the bottom formation should come basically. So this is the plan. I mean, clearly don't say that we are simply going to come to $1,800 or $1,000. I mean, it's never going to happen that easily. Basically, the market makers are not going to give you. And once the blood moon is over in March, 13th March, things are going to be very, very favorable going forward from 15th of March to April, basically. So there's going to be some sort of a choppiness, some sort of an accumulation, but May, June, July, there's going to be bust up. Things are going to blow away. Actually, there's just going to keep on pumping up. So you still have a lot of opportunity coming in the next few months. February is not great for me, honestly. it was not good. A lot of choppiness. I never expected this huge dump to happen. And out of nowhere, of course, we were not long on anything, but I held spot bags on near, which is almost down like 50%. And yeah, only long I have is ETH BTC, but my risk is managed because my stop loss is under 0.02, and I do expect ETH BTC to perform very nicely in the coming few days. Most likely I'm going to exit break even. Basically the break even would be around 0.0331, so that's where I'm going to exit at break even. So that's the only leverage I had. Because as I mentioned, the 886 Fibonacci level is where I was about to DC, and I also had some limits on the ETH BTC there, which got filled, unfortunately. And because I don't want to DC there much, but it happened. So anyways, but this is the plan for the ETH overall. So the main focus is this gap is filled. Now the gap can be filled this way, or the gap can literally do something like this. We accumulate here, we pump up like this. Now this is also a possibility. But if we see this accumulation above the previous highs, like we are getting acceptance under the premium zone around 2,875 to 2,864, then definitely we will be buying at that point of time. Okay, so you don't need to rush or FOMO into anything at this point. Bitcoin dominance, guys, we are seeing some sort of a reversal, and definitely BTC dominance is given us A, B, and C. So I am currently looking for some sort of another 5-wave or at least 3-wave moves up to what 62.5 to 63% like this, because overall I think we are bullish. So I think this is clearly some sort of a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you really need one more push up for the Bitcoin dominance, unless there is another wave count which is very, very bullish. It's not bearish at all, very bullish, which would be irregular expanded flat, meaning that this whole move is irregular expanded flat, like this. So we go up here, we reject, come back down, and a mini alt season happens like this, and things go for a toss. Like we just go for 70% and everything goes dead, So this pump happened with the dump, basically. So this pump might even happen like for a big dump or what. But if it happens after March, April, then it won't be a dump, but it will be more of a BTC pumping more than altcoins is what it would mean, basically. So there are two possibilities, but overall both the possibilities are bullish. Both are telling me one thing, that we are going to go for 66 to 67% move minimum. So it's not done. BTC dominance is not done, basically. Solana, this harmonic is played out. I think I posted in the altcoin section as well. This harmonic, I mentioned the top as well, around 280 to 90. It was a perfect top for those who caught it. Congratulations. My 141 fib is still at 155.86, and the wave count that I have for Solana is one more wave is missing, guys, which is 1, 2, 3, and this can be ABC4. One more down like this, if you're lucky. And if these 5 waves are done, I expect Solana to do, like this. I'm damn sure this liquidity is going to be taken care of. So this is going to be reached as 220, 221, because this is going to be your range highs and range lows. So practically, we are more likely going to go inside a bigger rate range actually at that point of time. So one more wave is missing in my view in Solana. However, the invalidation will be if we tried flipping 182.2, if we flip, or even I would say if we reclaim 174.5 on the daily, then on 2 consecutive close, then I would be very confident that this might be the bottom as well. Some sort of a bottom, basically. And we might be looking for a very good move on Sol, and that can be another cipher or something. Another cipher like this. We can look for cipher 786 Fibonacci levels. We can even reject before. So 250 to 60 is what we can aim basically if the cipher plays out. So we need a really concrete confirmation if on the daily that 174.8 is flipped. 174.8 if flipped would be nice. If not, then 155 is the very good levels to buy in my view. The invalidation would be clearly under 135. So you really don't want we should be going under 135 because you have a strong support on Solana. This is your support. 162 is your support basically. So you really don't want to see Solana going under or closing under. I mean, of course it can weak, but don't want to see that we are losing these levels. You really don't want to see this, that we lose this on daily. 2 consecutive close, class. This will be the end basically. But overall, this is more or less the soul is topped out. The shark normally is the top of everything. It tops out. So clearly, whatever it is, this can be A, this can be B and C. I would like to see something like this for Sol. But the bounce, I really want to play the bounce because we have a lot of money on the table. It can give you 50% bounce if 155 is given early. So let's see what we give, what the market gives us, whether it flips 174.8 on daily or it gives us 155 first. Litecoin, as I mentioned, is ultra bullish, but I also gave the analysis that we're going to sweep it up. So the good thing is it's doing irregular expanded flag. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 waves are done. And then you had A, B. Right now we are doing wave C. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would like to see Litecoin retesting 115 levels or 116. That's going to be a strong, irregular expanded flag. And people are going to be bearish over here. And it's a strong support, as you can see. From that, we will move up the Litecoin. I think we're going to break out. The next breakout is going to be very volatile. And I'm expecting Litecoin breakout to be, the next breakout can even take Litecoin to $230. But this is exactly what we had on Near, actually. A very similar setup we had for Near. Very similar thing we had for Near. And what happened with Near? We did not, we tried to break out 3 times. We rejected over here many times. Even Aave had a very similar breakout setup. I'll show you. But we failed. Every time we go for a breakout, we failed. So if that is the case with Litecoin as well, then this might do something like this as well. As similar to what Aave and Near did. But for now, it is bullish. Even Litecoin BTC is bullish. So the setup that I was talking about for Aave was here. See, a very similar setup. It tried to do a breakout like this. You see how many times we break out here. A lot of choppiness here. We go for a breakout again, but failed, and then it went down a lot, a big one, basically. So even it has a perfect setup, like a some sort of you had a massive move, A, B, C. We pump up, we try to break out. People are bullish and dooms this sort of thing. So just want to be very careful when playing such sort of thing. So in case if we do not break out, and if this just act as a fake out, we don't try to really flip it up above 144, then we have a problem. If we don't go above 144, we have a strong problem. And this can do something like this, honestly speaking. This can really go to $59-60. So let's see what Litecoin has in his bucket. If we do get a real breakout, then it will be very nice. So I'm just going to simply wait for Litecoin to give us a breakout above 135.5. Then only I'm very confident in longing. But till then, I'm just going to simply wait. Even if Aave, if you look at the Aave, it tried to break out multiple times and rejected over here. Look at the 4 hours time frame. See, lot of choppiness, lot of try happened, and it failed. Every time it failed. So I'm just simply going to patiently wait for Litecoin as well. Yeah, you can still make good money on the scalps. Once it goes for a breakout 135.5, you can long it with a target of 140, 141. That scalps you can play, for example, $5-6 move. You can clearly catch it with a high risk reward gains. On to the next Aave. Aave is at resistance, guys. And if this level is flipped, in my view, it is going to get flipped basically. But let's wait for this 4-hour candle close. Don't rush into anything, as I mentioned. If it flips here, I think I will long it, and at 261 with a stop loss 252, and a take profit target would be 289 to $290, and this order block is what I would be aiming for as a take profit target for TP. And I don't know if it flips here, we'll run, but more likely I would like to see something like this. This is what I would like to see for Aave. Now Tao is very, very bullish, guys. I had my eyes on Tao on Monday when it was doing triple bottom. I was like, I had eyes on two coins, TRB and Tao. TRB, I caught it, and that was a good one. I'm still holding it as a spot, not long or anything, because it's a scam coin actually. That's why I did not give it. But this is a clear case of irregular expanded flat. Maybe this is wave 1, this is wave 2, this is another wave 1, 2, and this can go on and on. This gives me a very, very bullish vibes, guys. Very bullish vibes. Trust me. But we still have a lot of, we need to go a lot far, and basically Tao has to do a lot of things. If it's really bullish, we need to form a structure, higher highs and not lower lows, but higher lows sort of structure. So that would confirm, but this is clearly, in my view, some sort of a bullishness in the structure. But this can be ABC as well. This is A, B, and a C. Now, how do we confirm this is 5 fibs or ABC? So simply we draw the fibs. If the price starts going up beyond 1:1 extension, then yes, it's more than that. It would be more of a, it would be more of a ABC. Sorry, if it go beyond 1:1 extension, it would be more of a 5 fibs. If it just probably go like this and reject, that would be ABC. I have a good good scalp opportunity, and the retest of 444 is a very good level, so 445. This can be a good scalp opportunity. The risk reward is not slightly good, it's just 1.6R. Because the stop loss should be wide, you can keep it slightly narrow, but not much. But you can still get 2R setup on the swing, basically. I'm not talking about the scalps, but the 2R swing. This level is a good one. 447 is a good one. So I just want to see what BTC does. If total flips, BTC also flips, as I mentioned, then I think I will give you scalp on Tao officially. But if they don't, then I'll just have to wait for Tao. I'm just going to wait for it to give us a retest somewhere around this trend line. It will give on this trend line. Okay. So overall, I think, guys, we are forming some sort of a triangle on the other crypto market cap. Similar triangle we are seeing it on total 3. So the total 3 is forming an irregular expanded flat. If you look at this structure, similar structure to what we saw on Tao. You see, ABC, a very similar structure. It's just that Tao is just showing what probably the total 3 might give you in the next few days. Simply this might be the end game. So this line 901.8 billion is your ultimate I would say resistance. So if let's say we don't go for a more deeper pullback, but if a total 3, let's say today, tomorrow, we start accumulating like this for the next 2 days, then I would be very bullish. No pullback, simply wave 2 would be shallow, and we are pumping up to like this. It's accumulate, push up. So we would then buy $901 billion simply. We would not even, you don't have to run your brain as well. Simply, this is what you should be buying. Your stop loss should be under then around 864 billion. That would be a stop loss overall. So you just need to wait for like the next daily close, or I would even say next 4 hours 2 candles, so that we can confirm. Ideally I would wait for daily, but I think 4 hour would be fine. At least it should not be a fake out, hopefully. So this is what the plan overall, guys. Have some patience, and I think the patience will definitely pay off. Now that if you remember, I mentioned 20th Jan, normally we pump Chinese New Year, we normally pump the market. This time did not happen. 20th Jan, we did not pump on my birthday. And after normally I bought a lot of coins, and normally it used to pump like for 5 years. This was the trend. 29th Chinese New Year, we used to pump the past time, and we suggested we pumped, but this time it did not. Even the bear market 2022 we pumped actually, but this time we did not. So strange. And the February normally used to give us. February never used to give us that massive dump. Normally the March used to give us the dump. So the dump that we got before the blood moon, is also making me think that the blood moon is not going to give you the dump. Basically, the blood moon is more like a accumulation that's going to happen, as I'm showed you for Ethereum. And this is not going to be dump, but this is more of an accumulation, a massive accumulation. Because if you look at the 2022, because we had a blood moon in 2022 as well. Here. This is what the blood moon was around May actually, if I remember correctly. Yeah, May. So this is what the dump, and this is what ETH. This was the lows first move, and this is what we did, like this, accumulated and then push up like this to go up for ETH. Basically, that was slightly tricky, and it took a lot of time. In 2021 we had that blood moon as well, and in 2022 we had a double blood moon. Sorry, in 2021 we had a double blood moon in May and in November. And November, we already marked the top basically. So between that two blood moon, as you can see, May and November, I think the price literally soared actually. I mean, it just did 2x almost. So yeah, it can just probably do something like this in the next few days as well. If things are super solid and things are looking great, what we can do is this whole thing can be some sort of a A, B, C, and it can be very bullish. We might be expecting 3,800 or so, but if it gives us a retest of 2,400 to 2,300, let's say 2,300, the whole CME gap is going to be 44%. I'm going to be going very, very big with my whole capital, whatever I have on every platform, on every exchanges. I'll just simply go in. A minimum bounce, you can get it around 3,685, 59%. But I don't think 59% is enough for the overall market. I do think the market can give you maybe somewhere around 4,800 to, it can even give you $6,000. And the reason is, if you remember, a few days back, I mentioned the HTF scenario for Ethereum. And the HTF scenario suggests that there is a possibility that this may be 1, 2, 1, 2. This might be possible. I mean, a 1, 2, 1, 2 scenario. This is known as irregular expanded flat. This is clearly or irregular flat. This was a flat as well. So this can be 1, 2, 1, 2. And if this is the case, if 1, 2, 1, 2, then your wave 3 is going to be very, very big. Very big. Which means that your wave 3 is likely going to be the 1618 minimum, which is going to be 6,523, which I doubt it would be. Because let's go to the logarithmic chart. Your 1618 would be around 11,540 in case if we are bullish. The bear case is very simple. I mean, everybody is pretty much excited with the bear case. We can be a triangle formation as well. And the bear case everybody knows the bear case. If you don't flip the 3685, you will get something like this. Around 1400 and maybe even lower, around 1241. Basically, it would be around, it would be somewhere like this. 786 Fibonacci levels to 886. Anywhere in between. If we don't flip 3684. But if we flip then it would be very, very big. It can simply do something like this: 6,249 new all-time highs, 9,425 new all-time highs, 11,540. Kalas, wave 3 is over. We dump back down. 1 to 72 is going to be your support. Hold up another highs to $15,000. I mean, this can happen. This can happen. I'm not saying it can't, but this can happen. So, it's very, very tricky actually. It can make you think that it's bearish, but it might not. It might not. And 3685 is your bull bear territory for ETH. 3685. You can write down this number anywhere. The daily 3685. Till we are under 3685 on the daily, things are might do like this. This can be. I'm just gonna change the color so that we can all be clear. The green count is gonna play out if the 3685 is defended by the bears. But if they lose it and the bulls take control on 3685, then 11,540 to 15,000 is what I expect. ETH, that's going to be massive push up, basically. Which means that BTC can push, but BTC more likely going to see some massive rotation. The $4 trillion mark is still pending, basically. That was my whole dream, that the market should give us that $4 trillion mark retest for like a bigger wave 5. So it's still valid. ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like $4.5 trillion. And that would be more likely an end. And this time I would not expect BTC. BTC should pump up, then BTC money should rotate more on ETH, basically. How it would do, we still have a lot of time, guys. We still have from April to July, April, May, June, July, 4 months, basically. You can't even pump it till August. We can do till August as well, because September we are having another blood moon, basically. We will top before September. The ETH is, if we have to push up, then we will top before September, basically. But one thing is that I do think that Ethereum is not topped, actually. I still feel that it's not top. It's not top. So I still believe that, if Ethereum, gives us an opportunity to buy around 2,400, 2,300, you should grab that opportunity. At least go have some spot backs with invalidation under $2,000. $2,000 is going to be invalidation. If this don't play out, then triangle is surely going to play out. This is your triangle, basically. The bigger triangle that we discussed a few days back as well. So it's like, the triangle that XRP did. Some sort of ABC, a triangle XRP did. And then in 2028, 2029, or 2027, 2029, this is how ETH is going to pump up like this too. But definitely, in my view, ETH is very, very undervalued. And I do see by 2028, 2029, if things goes well, we might see this target in 2025 as well. But if not, things are not in favor of ETH, then this bigger accumulation is going to lead to massive expansion of ETH towards 15K in probably 2028, 2029. So it all depends on how these targets are going to be achieved, but definitely those targets will come. ETH is not going to zero. It's not going to happen. Okay, I'm not a fan of ETH, honestly. I don't hold any Ethereum zero, but still the chart never lies. I mean, Ethereum is not going to go to zero. If they can pump XRP, 6x and push it up to like more than, I would say, $300 billion market cap, in like 1 month. So they can clearly send ETH to $1 trillion, maybe even more, $1 trillion and maybe even more. So it's just a matter of time. So this is what I have overall, guys, and let's see what market gives us. Now let's try, as I promised, I'll teach you something tonight. If anybody wants to switch off, it's up to you if you don't want to learn anything, but I want to show you something. So I just want to show you what is how to use the fixed range volume profile. First of all, what is fixed range volume profile? Basically, it's like, first of all, there are two things over here. one is the range, the second is the volume profile. Measure, you guys know what the volume profile is, okay? Basically, so we are, we try to, we try to take levels or an area, and we try to see how the volume have behaved in that specific area. Basically, what are the levels where we had higher volumes, the levels we have lower volumes, the levels we have fair value gaps. So this is what it tells you basically. And every fixed FPVR, it comes with three things. That's going to be the value area high. So basically, I normally draw FPVR from the, let's say if you want to see how the range is forming and how the price reacts to those range. So you draw the, let's say this is Dow chart. We draw the price from the lows currently and to the current price basically. Let's say I'm just showing you overall. So this low, the blue line, is your value area low, the whole value area. This is where the measure of the volume was traded for this coin, of which this was the level where the measure the people have accumulated, basically the POC, point of control. And when this point of control is not tested, it is also known as the naked POC. Basically, if you see the price is just front running these levels, it did not tested it, so it's now acting as a naked POC. So if the price comes back here, it will definitely hold and we will see some bounces, lot of orders, front run. So this now acts as a strong support, solid one. So this is known as a POC, point of control. And you have a range, the upper range of this whole value area, which is known as the value area high. It acts as a resistance basically. When the price gets acceptance above the value area high, which means that we are bullish and we are likely going to move on an upside, and that's exactly what it did here. It got acceptance, push up when it got rejection, but still we tried to push up and then it got acceptance. Similarly, if the price gets acceptance under the value area low, then we will see the massive downside. If you see here, when we were dumping, basically when we were here, let's say we did not had this move, as and when the price was started moving down, let's say over here, when we were here, your value area was shifting and your value area shifted to 340. Basically that was your support. 340 was your very, very strong support. And when actually the price made that low over here, it did the triple bottom, the value area low was here, and then your POC moved down as well around 350. Basically your POC moved down because people started accumulating here with triple bottom. Meaning if you really wanted to long, if price flipped 359, you would simply buy, and that's what it did over here. 359, boom, simple pump, no retest, no pullback, just keeps on pumping. So this is how the value area is computed. But how do you draw this? This is what the range and value areas and everything. But how do you draw this? People try to tend to draw these value areas, I don't know, some in a very weird ways, but normally how I draw it, if you really want to find, the areas, you need to identify the ranges basically. So, or you really want to see some accumulation happening. Well, what does it mean by that? Mean that either we see a massive dump like this, as we saw previously, like this, a massive dump, and then the price is ranging, chopping. So that is going to give you a very good understanding of how the price is behaving in this whole area. This is the whole area. So then you should be looking to take help from this FPVR. So just select from the bottom, the candle that formed the bottom, and then look for the candle. Just keep on drawing till you get your answer. Basically, once we have a real breakout of the value area. So you see your value area when we were around here, see we made a bottom basically. So the value area started breaking. So we started breaking under, and then you had a huge gap. You see, you can also identify gaps from here. So this is where the fair value gap was, basically where there is no or less volume. See, so this was the area where you had a very low volume. So practically the price went into this gap, tried to fill it, and it reversed and bounced. But then how do you know that what you should have done? I mean, whether you want to buy it or not. So practically on this candle, you just keep on scrolling move. And when you see that the price is flipping the value area, you know, over here, this flipped, you simply go in. You need to take a flip of 4 hour candles. Get a retest would be nice, and your stop loss would be under the gap like this. And you can simply play the ranges level by level. So your take profit targets, you just keep on playing the range till the price breaks out of the value area high. Okay, so if you reached these levels, which means your POC is here, okay, we should not break these levels. And you see the bounce happening exactly from the POC. And once we start breaking up the value area high, it's khalas. I mean, the price can literally go up, and hence this you should. And then after that, you just don't go mad and keep on extending it. No, it won't work that way. So it's like when the price is ranging, you know, this FPVR helps a lot when it's ranging, and like a bigger range is there, then you want to see what exactly the breakout is gonna, or where you wanna play like breakout or, you know, breakdown or some scalps. This is how you should play. So don't just simply go mad and try to use this FPVR in some, you know, uptrend or downtrend. No, it's not gonna work that way. So this FPVR, you can use it to mark some levels on your chart. You can have previous monthly levels. You can have weekly levels, like weekly, previous week value area high, previous week value area low, previous week POC. If you just want to play the weekly ranges, you can also play Monday, but Monday would be Monday for those who really like to play scalps, like 5 minutes or 15 minutes. For those, Monday range would be nice as well. Yearly levels you can mark it. For example, we are in 2025, so 2024 you should be marking those levels. What was the 2024 area, value area high, value area low, and POC, where was the asset people accumulated in 2024. So this is how the, you know, value areas, you can use it as apart from ranges basically. Other than that, this is how, if you really want to draw it manually, simply for the range. Now for scalpers, you also have another tool, which is known as TPO. If you go to the indicator section and just type TPO, time price opportunity. So if you select it, default settings, no settings changed. You can probably look for daily, you can look for weekly, you can look for monthly. It all depends. If you don't want to draw, you will get everything over here on its own. The block size, you just need to change it to 30 minutes from 15 minutes. Rest all remains same. Style, it's up to you what you want, but I just simply look for POC, poor highs, poor lows, value area high, value area low, open and initial balance range. This is by default too. Okay. Volume profile, I just need POC, because this POC is gonna be my, you know, naked POC for the future support or resistance, where the price normally acts like this POC is where the price acts like a magnet. It attracts the price, you know, either it's going to push the price from it levels, or it's just going to absorb it basically. So how would you play? You don't need to go for the daily. When you are using the TPO, it's going to be like a 15-minute shot, max one hour, because it's going to draw the TPO, the value area for daily. Every day levels, it's going to do it. So for example, how you want to use it? How you want to use it? So for example, we got a triple bottom on Monday. So Monday we got about, this was the Monday basically. Okay, so this was Sunday and then we got Monday. So Monday the price started dumping, and on Tau, so Monday our value area, high was 365, value area low was 352, and POC was around 362. The green one is POC. What happened is on Tuesday the price started going back under the value area low, previous day value area low, so which is quite bearish honestly if we get acceptance. But then the price started reversing over here, as you can see on the, so I'm just gonna make a replay out of it so we all can see what happened at that point of time. So this was the value area low, and at that point of time my value area low for the specific day was around 356.82. okay, now in this scenario I sense a small range formation, very small accumulation is happening. So from these lows you can also manually want to combine everything. So you see this was the value area low of a accumulation happening, which means that this is a very good support, and the price also flipping the previous day value area low, which is quite bullish honestly speaking. So the next confluence you just want to add is a VWAP. So if you go to the VWAP, the price also flipping these levels. Let's just go for the next candle and see how it closes. So it just try to flip it. The next candle is red, so let's see if it reclaim these levels. Perfect. So you see the price reclaim with 2 consecutive candle, and this one is rejected, which means that you have a support. The price is above 353 previous day value area low. The price is above the current value area low as well, the current day value area low, and also it's above VWAP, which means it's a clean buy, and it would be a very good scalp basically. So this POC, the green box is the POC, so that POC will be your buy, and this is going to be your previous day value area low is going to be your stop loss, and you can aim for 3R maybe max, or you can have the liquidity so you can act for the naked POC. The green box is your naked POC over here. It's a some other day POC. This POC is coming from 15th of Feb basically. So you can aim for something like this and see how things roll on basically. And later, as and when the price goes into your favor, you just keeps on moving your stops up along with the VWAP, so now the price flipped the value area high, POC shifted here overall for the range. As you can see, this is the range value area high, range value area POC, the range that we draw, and this is the daily value area highs, and even the previous the POC was flipped basically. So you can just keep on moving your stop loss. You can have the trailing stop loss, and you can just simply ride it. The price is gonna, if we are bullish and the price is gonna support, that levels, just simply go into your favor basically. So this is how you should play this is what the value area and the range theory basically. This is how you should play if you really want to scalp, but this needs a lot of patience, guys. It doesn't mean that this might just keep you waiting till at last you will see some sort of a bigger breakout. So this is going to take a test to a lot of patience, and you just have to wait for the correct moment when the price starts actually breaking out, because unless and until a range is formed, you actually won't be knowing that if this is a range. Okay, I'm showing you right now as a replay because I know that this is the range. But what if you are here actually? Okay, it got to double bottom. I mean, we don't know if this is gonna hold, this low is gonna hold, and you still had the value area low over here, so we don't know basically, and you had a POC. So at that point of time, what you need to do is just play the range of that day. If the price is getting acceptance above the green box, you can long it for scalps actually, and you can play a take profits as value area high is going to be a take profit, something like this. See, if it's here, this is going to be your stop loss, and this is going to be take profits like 2.3R. If we get a flip, let's say if it holds, we flip it like this, then we do like this. If it reclaim this, we go up. If not, we come back down and retest the POC, maybe even the value area low. It all depends basically. Well, this is how you can play. It's a game of patience. This specific theory needs a lot and lot of patience. Lot and lot of patience, basically. See how the price is reacting. Rejected from the value area high, from the take profits, pumped up. We opened the long when it flipped. When it closed above, it got acceptance, and even the prices was above the VWAP, and 2.3R easy. So this is what the value area is all about. Okay. So Arbab, I think this was what you wanted, and I'm just gonna save this. I'm gonna try to separate this whole video, the last part, so that probably I just gonna snipe it so that I can save it somewhere for the value area explanation. That's a very small explanation, but it's a very logical and it's very powerful actually. If you really play it perfectly and with the proper risk management, you can really catch a good scalps. And I think few months back, I also showed you a strategy on how to use the TPO along with the VWAP. TPO, the VWAP indicator, I think it's the VWAP one. The name is, I think VWAP itself is the name. I don't know. 1 second. One second, let me about the script here. So VWAP with period, you can type it VWAP with period, and this open script is made by this guy Neolao. Okay, so this VWAP with period, the period is really important because you can also have the normal VWAP as well, but this one is really good in my view. Okay, so you can use this VWAP with period, and you can play those scalps. You can have the settings on. So how do you play this VWAP with the TPO basically? How do you play this? So it's very simple, very, very simple. When the price is getting acceptance above the VWAP, it's always good. The price can go with continuation. Okay, this VWAP is like a daily VWAP. It's just, with every candle it's forming. It's just telling you the trend basically. So and it's a 14 period VWAP. So it's not a normal daily VWAP or something, but it's a 14 period VWAP. So like every 14 candles, historical 14 candles, it's gonna form a VWAP. It's like some sort of a MA or EMS sort of thing, but this is more of a volume, weighted profile, weighted average of a volume, but of a 14 period basically, not of a daily or not of a 4 hours or not of a weekly or whatever. But this is like every 14 period. You can have it like 21 as well, but 14 is the best that I use. For like a 15 minutes or 1 hour time frame is good. That is a good one. So when the price is above the VWAP, it's good. But then it can be a lot of fake outs, if you really want to trade it. So how do you trade? Then you use the TPO. If let's say I'm just going to show you one example, or just going to draw you the example theoretically, and you can find a lot of examples because I've explained this theory like few months back as well. I think I did in December basically. So this is your volume profile, the previous day volume profile. Okay. This is POC. These two are value area high. Okay. Value area high and value area low. So the current day, this is imbalance. This is what the imbalance is, the new day. And the price had an imbalance, reclaimed the value area low when we are doing like this. And the VWAP, okay, the VWAP is doing something like this. Now that the VWAP is here and the price is above, so the price is above the previous day value area low and the VWAP is above the previous day value area low. If price and VWAP both are above the previous day value area low, then you should definitely long it. It's a very good setup with your stops under this, and you can ride it till the value area high. However, as and when the price starts moving above the POC, the previous day POC, you should move your stops at break even, because there's a likelihood that the price might even reject from there and come back down as well. But at least you will get some good bounce, a decent bounce, 0.5 to 1 hour setup minimum. And the win rate is really nice. It's more than 90%. Now I would have made indicator out of it, but the TPO, it's a trading view indicator and it don't have any open source code basically. So you can't code it basically. So this is a very simple setup, similar for short as well. If it's a vice versa, let's say this is the value area high, value area low, and the price is doing something like this. So if the price and VWAP both are under the value area high and it gets acceptance, you need 2 consecutive 15 minutes close under. How much? 2. And once you get it, you short it with your stop loss above the value area high and let the things goes in your favor actually. However, as and when the price starts going against, so if you took a long, if your stop loss is here, but if you see the price is again going and losing the value area low, just simply close it. Don't lose the 1 hour. Simply close like whatever the max loss you can have it on this, either 0.5 or 0.4, 0.6, but don't wait for the stop loss. And wait for the price to again reclaim the VWAP, go above the VWAP in case of longs, and go under the VWAP in case of short. If the price is reclaiming the VWAP, okay, even though it is under the value area high or value area low, okay, or under the value area high in case of short, and above the value area low in case of longs, then too, I would suggest to wait for it to lose the VWAP in case of short and hold the VWAP in case of longs. Okay, VWAP is a must if you really want to play that scalps. So let's try and find one example. Let's see if we can get it somewhere. So I don't know what happened previously, so let's be realistic. Just gonna do the replay function wherever we can get it. So it's a very good example. Let's see. Ideally, so your previous the value area low is around 361 and the price is way under it, and the current value area low, the developing one, is around 354 and the VWAP is here as well, 350. So the price is under the VWAP, so I'm not gonna look for some long opportunities. Let's wait. So now that the price with 2 15 minutes candle close above the VWAP, but still the price under the value area low, 361, which is still bearish. However, it can go for a bearish retest. So you can look for some scalps on the POC if it gives you a retest, and this should be a stop loss. Oh, sorry. Right, and your take profit should be the value area low, which is 1.75 R. Can go for maybe the POC, the previous day POC, which is around, see these levels, 365. I don't know what it gives. Okay, it got filled. So the price just hit our stops. It gave us a small bounce, which was around 1 hour, actually not bad. And if you have that setup that to move the stop loss after 1 hour, which is still not bad, but as I mentioned, 0.5 hour to 1 hour you will get minimum out of it. So still the value area low, I mean, you got stopped out on this one after doing 1 hour gains. So then again you wait for the same thing to happen basically. So this is the very low probable setup. Why? Because the price is still under the previous day value area low, but still you can play this. Again, wait for it. So again you got 2 candle close above the VWAP, this one and this one. Okay, however the price is still under the POC, the current day POC, and it is under the previous day value area low. It's going to be slightly risky to play this one, very risky, So I'm just simply going to pass it unless we reclaim the POC as well. So now that the POC is reclaimed as well as the VWAP is above the POC, so this can be a good scalp in case we go for a pullback. So this can be a good scalp. Just play the range like this. Now that the VWAP has moved up and like this, so we'll just move our new entry like this. So we're just gonna bid the VWAP, and we have a stop loss will still be under the POC. Now it won't be under value area highs, it will be under POC. And I'm still gonna be aiming the previous day value area, high, basically this highs, because the price is literally at the value area low, which is still not bullish, but let's see. So this is how you should keep on moving and playing up. It's front running, basically. It's front run, So the POC front run, the VWAP is also front running, and so basically this clearly tells us the price was at value area low. It was above the previous POC, we were above, and the VWAP was above as well. So we tried to bid it, it just went above. So now we look for some other opportunities. Currently the price is above the value area high, which means that you need to really wait for the price to cool off before you look for some good opportunities. So this is how you can get at least 1 to 2 scalp a day, and maybe you can even catch some swing opportunities via this VWAP theory, actually, along with the range. But you need to have a lot of patience, lot of patience. If over here at this trade, if my stop loss would have been slightly under, honestly speaking, and if you were to close it, this is where I would want to long. If you remember, 1 to 2 candle close above, this was literally, this candle was the white one, was your long. The white candle represents that there is a huge buying, people are buying. Who's ever shorted, their shorts are closed, basically liquidated or closed, forced closure. And this is how things just went up. So this is how you should be playing with the help of this theory. And the same thing which applies over here is what we are going to do with the USD DOM. So if you look at the USD DOM at the moment, applying this range theory, USD DOM is holding up the value area low, and the POC is around 4.5%. So practically this is the range that we are talking about. This is simply a range. These are the deviations, You can call this as a premium and this as a discount. Simple as that. In a simple terms, anything above the area outside the value area is your premium or discount zone, basically. That's what the price starts to, once the premium zone is reclaimed, khalas, the bears are gonna get fucked. But in case the discount zone is reclaimed as a resistance, and then khalas, the bulls are going to go out of the game. So this is how things would happen. This is how you should play. This is how things, would tell you, because it also tells you the fair value gap. So if you look at just scroll in a bit, zoom in. These are the gaps you will see. Apart from this value area, where is the highest point of the volume that we have seen? Here. This candle. See? I'm not kidding. But this was the highest candle. This one is the highest candle. You can see. See, this is the highest candle. I'm just going to... This is the highest candle. So this candle is where the next dip would hold, basically bounce from. That's exactly what it did. You see? A bounce from here. Basically. And similarly, your gaps. These are the gaps. Whenever the price goes inside this gap, it's going to be like a do or die. If it fills this gap, the price is going to bounce. The next dip is going to come from here. And this gap is another one you can see on the bottom, basically. and then you have a bigger gap basically around this, the whole, some sort of a, you can say that the premium zone, sorry, the discount zone. This is the whole big gap. It's gonna be swift and smooth, when the price breaks this. Similarly, on the upside, this whole wick, we don't have anything, no volume at all. Practically, it's like a huge gap. See, this is a huge gap basically. Similarly, even from here, I would say another high volume node is here. This candle alone. See this candle, and that's where the price is rejecting every time, because apart from this value area, there is another candle that's higher than the rest of the candles. I mean, even this is higher actually, 4.62, and this is higher, 4.66 as well. So practically, this is how you can interpret, and this is how you can see how the things are moving, and probably what levels we can reject. If you're playing scalps, this is going to be very helpful. If you're also playing 5-minute scalps, 10-minute scalps as well. Yeah, I'm watching you, my friend. I want some new talents basically. So let's see. That's all for tonight's stream, and that's all for tonight, guys. Have a nice night. Also, one more thing: if you are planning to buy a desktop or laptop, I would suggest to you to hold on to that position, because even I was a little bit, skeptical about whether this small, cube PC is something. Probably the technology is really nice. I mean, it's looking very small, like it fits into my palm. It's so small, but it works like charm. I mean, no hanging. If you can see the live stream, there's not a single FPS that it has lost. The bot is live. I've already, basically given access to everyone, and the bot is live. It's just that it will give some signals as and when it sees. That's what. Because I have reduced the coins in it. Only 10 coins are added. Earlier I added 70, but a lot of coins were giving fake signals, and that was destroying my, the win rate. So right now, keep the coins that were outperforming, like the win rate is above 80%. For Cornix, the bot is live actually for Cornix. So I'm just simply going to wait for some new trades that the bot gives, basically. So that's all for tonight's stream, guys. And let's connect tomorrow early morning, okay? Hope to see ya, guys. Bye-bye. Take care. Cheers.